Hey everyone, welcome back to Myth or Real, the channel where legends breathe, myths whisper, and ancient gods walk once more. I'm your host, and today we're diving into the forgotten grace of Olympus, the goddess of eternal youth herself, Hebe. If you love mythological tales, epic stories about gods, warriors, demons, angels, or mysterious creatures, go ahead, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the notification bell. It costs you nothing, but helps me immensely to bring these legends back to life. And hey, drop a comment down below and tell me, who's your favorite mythological character? I read every single one. Now, let's rewind time. Past the Titans, past the clash of gods, past the forging of thunderbolts, to a moment of divine elegance, innocence, and power. Hebe, the goddess of Hebe. The name means youth in ancient Greek, and she was youth incarnate. Daughter of Zeus, king of gods, and Hera, queen of the heavens, Hebe was born divine royalty. But unlike the war-hardened Athena or the seductive Aphrodite, Hebe embodied something subtler. She was the bloom before the flower, the sunrise before the heat of day. She didn't fight battles. She preserved beauty, strength, and vitality itself. Her golden hair was said to shimmer like sunlight on ambrosia, her eyes holding the glint of Olympus' eternal spring. She was the cupbearer of the gods, offering ambrosia and nectar, the elixirs that gave immortality. Every time the gods gathered for a feast, it was Hebe gliding through the marble halls, divine pitcher in hand, the aroma of eternity trailing behind her. But her story? Oh, it's more than just a pretty face with a golden chalice. A life INSHW, though a child of two powerful gods, Hebe lived somewhat in the shadow of her parents. Hera, often jealous and vengeful, kept her close, and Hebe, ever dutiful, obeyed. She was often sheltered, protected, maybe too much. In her early tales, we rarely see her speak, and perhaps that's the tragedy. A divine being whose role was to serve, not shine. But Hebe had purpose. The ancient Greeks viewed youth not just as beauty, but as potential, as power not yet corrupted. Hebe symbolized the untouched, the part of us that still dreams, that still believes we can become more. Asterisk the fall from the golden sea. Now, here's where it gets interesting, and where most don't know the full story. Point one day, in a twist of myth lost to time, Hebe fell from grace, literally. Some say it was an accident, others whisper it was divine politics. The Orphic hymns suggest she slipped while serving, her tunic flying up, an embarrassment too great for the proud gods. Zeus, in one version, remained silent. Hera, furious, she demanded her daughter be removed from her duties, and so, Hebe, the goddess of youth, was dismissed. Her role was taken by Ganymede, a mortal prince abducted by Zeus in the form of an eagle. Ganymede became the new cupbearer, the new favorite. Hebe faded into mythic background. Her beauty remained, but her divine role was diminished. But fate wasn't done with her. Hebe and Hercules, the divine young Heracles, or as the Romans later called him, Hercules, after completing the 12 labors and dying a hero's death, Hercules' mortal form was burned on a pyre, but his soul ascended to Olympus. There, the gods welcomed him not as a man, but as one of their own. And as a gift, Zeus offered him Hebe. Yes, the goddess of youth married the god of strength. Their union was symbolic. The strength of man joined with the promise of youth, permanence through passion. Together, they had two children, Alexiares and Anicetus, minor gods of defense and youth in battle. Though often overlooked in modern tellings, Hebe's marriage to Hercules marked a transformation. No longer a silent servant, she became queen of renewal, of second chances. She gave Hercules not just love, but immortality, eternal vigor, and youth. The hidden Hebe. Stories few tell, but there's more, little-known fragments of Hebe's story, buried in old texts, whispered in cult rituals. Did you know that? Hebe was worshipped independently in parts of Greece, especially at Phlius and Argos. She wasn't just a minor figure in her parents' court. To some, she was a guardian of brides, a symbol of the transition from maidenhood to womanhood. Brides prayed to her before marriage, hoping for fertility, grace, and lasting beauty. Also, and this might surprise you, Hebe had the power to restore youth, not just preserve it. Some ancient poets believed she could reverse aging. In rare versions of Hercules' myth, it was Hebe who made him immortal, not Ambrosia, not Zeus, but her touch alone. And in some Orphic traditions, Hebe is tied not just to youth, but to the cycles of life, standing on the threshold between mortality and eternity. She wasn't just pouring nectar. She was the one who chose who would remain young and who would fade. The legacy of Hebe in modern culture, Hebe has faded, overshadowed by her more famous relatives. But her symbols endure. Statues of her holding the golden cup once adorned gardens and homes in the neoclassical era. Even today, the term hebephilia, though used differently, comes from her name, highlighting her eternal association with adolescence. More subtly, Hebe lives on in every tale where youth is stolen, preserved, or mourned. She is the breath before a hero rises, the first bloom of spring, the untold story waiting behind a curtain. So what do you think? Was Hebe simply a background figure, or a misunderstood goddess holding the true key to immortality? Was she a prisoner of Olympus, or its quiet power? Let me know in the comments who your favorite mythological character is. Gods, warriors, angels, demons, even creatures. I want to hear it. And if this story spoke to you, if Hebe deserves more love, please like, subscribe, and share this with a fellow mythology fan. It helps more than you know and costs you nothing. Folded hands, thanks for watching, fellow myth seekers. Until next time, stay curious, stay legendary, and remember, scroll ***, every myth holds a truth.